When the temperature drops, the heat begins to rise. At a time of year when many try to escape it, there are some who seek out the freezing cold and embrace it. Because in order to play one of the world's hottest sports, you have to start with a cold sheet of ice. And that's just the beginning. The better you get at this game, the more it rocks. Curling is a sport of skill and strategy, where success depends on a smooth delivery and nerves of steel. Because sometimes the margin of victory is so small, it's measured in millimeters. Tonight, more drama in this international round-robin tournament. Will Team USA have what it takes to grab crucial points in its pursuit of the American Cup? Or will we see another nation celebrating on American ice? Friday night is NBCSN Curling Night in America on NBCSN. NBCSN one more time proudly presents NBCSN Curling Night in America. Eveleth, Minnesota, Canada to the north, the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul to the south. And here, like most spots in Minnesota, hockey heaven. Down the road from the United States Hockey Hall of Fame, it's a curling mecca, Curl Misabi, hosting NBCSN Curling Night in America this season. The four-nation competition attracting a great crowd. Jason Knapp, so happy to have you joining us along with 2006 Olympic bronze medalist Pete Fenson. Our Tanith White will stop along in a moment. It's the United States men, perfect so far, hooking up with China. As we take a peek at the standings in the men's competition, the United States in the top spot, Scotland, China, and Japan all giving chase. And overall, in the four-country competition, play for the men, the women, and in mixed doubles, the U.S. in the mix for the overall lead there as well. Pete, China continuing to emerge, but John Schuster in the U.S., they've been playing tough.
Yeah, the U.S. team's playing really well. They've managed the games well so far, minimizing mistakes, and they like to put pressure on their opponents.
We'll see how they fare against the Chinese team. Let's check in on more of the matchup with Tanith White.
Thanks, guys. Well, the U.S. men have remained undefeated so far in this tournament as they get set to square off against Team China for the second time in this event. I spoke with U.S. skip John Schuster before this tournament, and he told me that he feels like he's throwing better now than he has in his entire career. But he says his team has yet to bring their A game and hopes that their experience over the relatively young Chinese team will help give them an edge. I also spoke with Chinese skip Xianglang Zhang, and he told me that his team has also not been at 100% in this tournament, but in their case, it has a lot more to do with jet lag than anything else. Back to you guys.
Tanith, thanks. John Schuster, three-time Olympian for the United States, continuing to raise his profile as a skip and for Team USA.
That's right. John's really been executing at a high level of late. This is the second year with this team, and they're really starting to gel.
Well, John Schuster, Pete, was your former lead at the 2006 Olympic bronze medal winning team for the U.S., and the Chinese skip, Zhang Jianyang, has a similar story.
Yeah, he's really only been skipping for a short period of time, and I know he's been putting the work in to get to understand the differences between the two positions.
A former lead for China was on their fourth-place squad at the Sochi Olympics in 2014, just missing out on a medal for Team China. In this game, the Chinese have red rocks, the U.S. yellow rocks. China won the draw to the button to start, so the U.S. shoots first. China has the hammer here. John Landsteiner, the 25-year-old, lead with the opening rock of this affair for the U.S. and China.
Looks like it might be a 6, huh? Yeah, go 6. 14-8, hard.
So we've introduced you to the lead and the skip. How about the entire USA roster in this one?
John Landsteiner, lead.
Matt Hamilton, second.
Tyler George, third.
John Schuster, skip.
And now China begins play here in this game. Wang Jinbo, youngest player in this contest, just 20 years of age. And it's time for us now to meet the Chinese contingent.
Wang Jinbo, lead. 巴德辛 Second.
徐小明 third. 臧嘉亮 skip.
Here's the second for Landsteiner.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard, Matt. Hard. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. Soft. It's good. It's fine. Hitting machine.
Shot, Steiner.
John Landsteiner in a groove. He was the lead for John Schuster's rink for the United States in Sochi. Team USA, 9th place there, but the U.S. improving their standing in the world last year. Just missed the chance to earn a medal at the Worlds a season ago. Ended up in a tie for 5th.
And they really finished strong at that event, Jason, rattling off quite a few wins down the stretch and just missing the playoffs, like you said.
So the house wide open early. John Schuster planning his next shot. We'll catch that, and the fans, wherever they are, will catch more action on NBCSN Curling Night in America. NBCSN Curling Night in America is being brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. See car insurance in a whole new light. And by USA Curling, where Olympic dreams begin. When we last left you from Evelyn, there were no stones in the house in the opening end. That's the way it ended up. China opting to keep things open and clean. And take out that U.S. stone. Blank the end, keep the hammer for end number 2 of this 8-end game on NBCSN Curling Night in America. Pretty standard stuff to start off. China now has the hammer in an even end, looking to get the upper hand on John Schuster and Team USA. So underway, John Schuster will lay the broom, and John Landsteiner will start us off again in this end.
2. 2, 3. Easy. Careful. Yeah, still lots of work.
We mentioned
Easy, Ham. Easy.
Team USA already beating China
really
once
gliding.
in this competition.
Mine's good anyways.
And the great showing for the United
We don't
States
need an
at
intro.
Worlds
It's fine,
last
Matt.
year. They beat China there as well, 9-5.
Out of way, Lancer.
So here we see in the second end, Jason, both teams switching it up from the first. One short by Landsteiner. Now the corner guard by China. They're looking to get a little offense going here.
16秒多，有可能进了吧？差不多3局。嘿，现在场地很滑，场地滑一定那个。
First stone from Wang for China.
15秒进油没问题哦。6.
Five.
6.
Well
then.
5.
Line's okay. Line's 35. Easy.
5.
Room. Lots of room. Wait's great. Definitely you, Ham. Lots of room. Definitely you if we gotta go. 6. On its own. Right off. You're over there. That's great. Good throw. Yep. Stretch, guys.
Well placed there above the tee line by Landsteiner. You can see partially buried.
只是线路，站，线路还行，线路现在还行啊，我刷的位置，站科，力，站，确保力量，线路没问题。
Chinese would love to come down and freeze on this or even tap it back a couple of feet.
可以。
They've got the freeze. We'll see how it plays out. End number 2 here for the U.S. and China. The Rocks ready to roll again. End number 2, scoreless between China and the United States. Matt Hamilton. That's Matt with an M, as in mustache. 26 years old, former World Junior gold medalist. joining John Schuster's rink and part of that fifth-place team at the Worlds a year ago.
Good sweep.
Gotta glide a little bit.
Just let it die. It's fine.
That's
good.
Good, Ham.
That way, Ham.
Sorry,
Good
John.
sweep, Lance.
That's a 1.5, Ham.
顺手还掉呗，还是打反旋转往外走。对，就是顺时往下掉，完找另外一
So having shot rock on the button,
逆时啊，
John Schuster elects to just
顺时往下掉。
throw a long guard here and force the issue a little bit.
Badu Shin, 25 years old, the second for China. Part of that fourth-place team that just missed a medal in Sochi.
Stuck one inside of that. Tight to 4, huh?
Yeah.
Now having moved that close center guard,
Yeah, 3-4. 4's fine. Yeah, 3.
it's actually created a little bit more room for the Chinese team to maneuver, so Team USA will put back that tight guard.
Here's the second from Matt Hamilton.
This time. Clean. Clean.
Sister Becca here playing for the women's team
I have to go a little
for
bit.
the United States.
Whoa, if you can.
Weight's good.
Only if you have to.
Nice, guys.
Yeah, Steiner now.
4.
Whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Tie. Tie.
So want to spread these guards out as much as they can and get them lined up right on the center line so they're difficult to remove.
Yep.
还是顺时啊。OK。
8.
Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Second rock from Bob.
whoa. Hello.
Looks familiar.
真不下呀。
Once again, just trying to make a little room to get at those rocks in the house.
This guy will.
Yeah.
Probably just 3 this time, huh?
Yeah.
Met a look at 33-year-old Tyler George, the
2-3.
third for Team
Careful. Lot
USA.
of room.
Line's good. Line's good. 2. Steiner. Oh, you're okay, Hammy.
Yep, go both you guys. Go.
Yep.
For distance. Go.
Guy's just trying to replace
Easy
this
enough.
tight guard.
Yep.
Wants to get it down close to the house and
Good.
Whoa. Shot.
All right,
mostly buried behind that long red one.
Xu Xiaoming at age 31, the third for Team China.
Whoa.
Touch them all.
China continues to make those long doubles on the guards and really make it difficult on the U.S. here. They have to be very precise with these draws.
Or the U.S. A little bit of amazement. China
1.
bouncing off
Real
rocks
easy.
here and there to clear the
good.
way.
2's good. 2's good. Line's good. Just pass
No, line's no good. You're going to have to go at the end really hard. It's got to curl a bunch, though.
Steiner, you're
Go.
finished.
Yeah. Go. Hard.
Line's getting better.
Hard. All the way across the line. Go.
Go now as the rock dies. They're trying to get as much curl out of it as they can here to cover those rocks in the house.
Excellent listen in at the entire communication from the skip, from the other end, from the front end.
Yeah, they really do a good job of talking to each other, letting each other know where the rock is going to stop so they can sweep it when it needs to be swept to place it properly.
行。OK， 先主要把它处理掉就行啊。
So now with that last guard of ties under curling a little bit, it leaves the Chinese this little tap out. They can see half or a little bit more of their own. They're going to just try and come down and tap out the yellow American stone. Even got a little roll underneath. That's a fine shot.
You almost have to run, no?
Shu seems to be pleased.
Here they get this by the guard nice and close. Let it curl at the end and roll underneath just a couple of inches.
I don't know how, but I'm assuming that means they're just going to curl here today.
I don't think it's the right call.
Also half, a little more. Yeah.
You don't like the run now?
What?
You don't like the run now?
I do, but
I think if you run it and open it up and you miss, he's going to draw away and then you're going to have a shot to double at least.
Matt likes the run.
What do you like?
I think we should probably run.
I also like the run. They were originally looking at playing hack weight at the one they could see.
It's going to be tough.
The problem with that is
if
they leave
if
China
I just peel this off.
the draw around the guard to lie
This
too,
at least has a chance of forcing them.
and it really doesn't
Dead on the
accomplish
beat.
much.
You throw out, turn. Inch off nose for the broom. Just a
So
little
Tyler
more.
George up to lay the broom. Well out of the house to try to set this up for his skip, John Schuster.
Close.
No! No, no, no! Never, Roll it, never, roll it, never, roll it, never. roll it. All right, shot, John. That's fine.
And you can see, even after not making that perfectly, he removes one from the rings and leaves the other one exposed.
Well, I mean, even if we play a hit, they're still only, we're giving them two. That's the only thing. Or is that with the run if I make the run double? We're not. That's the only difference.
The other difference is if he doesn't.
So they get the closest stone out of the way, and if they had gotten fortunate and gotten them both, they'd be in a better position. But now China still looking good for its dues.
China looking good for their dues, but for Team USA, they still have an outside chance of getting out of this little bit of trouble that they're in. So I like the change in the call there. Just leaves them another option.
China getting ready to go. We mentioned Zhang, now the former lead for China in recent years, taking over the skip spot. Recent Pacific Asia Championships, string of consecutive gold medals, 5 years in a row for China. That ended. This team lost in the semis, ended up with a bronze.
平行，4曲，平行啊，平行，平行，没问题。no，没事没事，不吵不吵。
Yeah.
The Chinese are trying to just line those two red rocks up straight across from each other in the house.
With how dead these houses are, I think we almost have to try the roll.
They're both there. That's good.
Is there a double there or no?
This is like back edge to front edge, or maybe even a little deeper than back edge, front edge.
So you need a rocket.
I mean, I got to throw a rocket with 3/4.
It's just his preference. Get that out of the roll.
Let's play the roll.
Okay.
I think it's. I just don't know that I can get it all the way out.
So whichever you like.
Yeah. So let's play the roll with control.
Good.
You think I have to throw a rocket to make that, don't I?
No, I think it's higher than you think.
What?
I think it's more makeable than you think. You can clip off the back
Yeah,
of it.
we'll make this roll.
I like whatever you like, but
Yeah, it's just a little too flat for my care.
So another good discussion there by the guys on
We're
Team
on your
USA.
Lancer.
Both shots, as Ty said, may be makeable, but it's really up to John which one he likes the best, which one he's the most comfortable throwing.
The roll with control.
just control. Yep.
That's the intended play here for John Schuster.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa!
Yep. Whoa! 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 No roll! No roll! No roll! No roll!
Whoa!
No. All right.
We shot or not? But doesn't really matter. Wide open. They had plenty.
Yeah.
It's maybe a little heavier than John wanted to be, and didn't curl quite as much as Ty expected.
What?
Wouldn't take that last turn.
And kind of resigned to the fact that China has a relatively easy shot here to get its two. The former lead for China, used to throwing first, now with Skip throwing last and trying to vault the Chinese in front here against Team USA. That works, the hit and stay. The former lead gives China the lead here tonight. 2-0. The USA behind, but the Americans have the hammer when NBCSN Curling Night in America continues. With its well-earned designation as the capital of American hockey, what better place for the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame than Eveleth, Minnesota? Established in 1973, the museum enshrines the American legends of the game, and remarkably, it counts a dozen names from Eveleth itself among its enshrinees, including 1960 Olympic gold medalist John Mayasich and legendary coach Cliff Thompson. And among the recent inductees, a couple of names that fans of NBCSN's hockey coverage are sure to be familiar with. And a couple of slap shots away sits Kuro Masabi, just down the road in Eveleth. 8 sheets of curling available, and a lot of them in play here for this NBCSN Curling Night in America series. Jason Knapp back with Pete Fenson and Tanith White, and you as well. China with a 2 against the United States. Up on the U.S. as we pick up action here with stones in play in end number 3.
Little cat and mouse going on here right now. John Schuster has a corner guard in play.
Is that here now? Yeah.
Deep, but the Chinese with shot rock.
Make the run longer, that's all.
Chinese are trying to force 1. Schuster trying to get the 2 back.
Let's make this run longer.
First opportunity with the last shot hammer advantage in the game for the Americans.
That corner moved by 2 rocks, so.
Five, 6.
Get that.
Don't want to.
Now room.
Don't want to.
Tyler with a chance to set things up here with this out-turn draw around the corner guard.
Mine's okay. Mine's great as long as it's not 11. So. Still hammy though.
How far back you want to go?
That's fine. We're going right here is great. Right here. Right to my room, guys.
Deep's good. Yep.
Whoa. Good. That way, tight.
Shot time.
That's good, even though it's not shot rock. It's nicely buried.
你往这投啊？
对啊，
我感觉还是粘着好一点。
粘上他有没有打中间的大不？
他没有，你粘上他就没有了。
Okay.
Really not a whole lot of curl there still. Man, even starting that close to the center. Yeah. Was no big finish at all. I was just scaring it off the line. Just afraid to
U.S. still chatting about the way the rocks are moving or not moving on the ice so far.
Yeah, it's something teams need to constantly work on during the course of a game, is mapping out the ice and then paying attention to the changes, where it curls, if it's faster in one place or slower in one place. They need to catch those changes as the game goes on. And that's a perfect shot by the Chinese, all the way back to the freeze, and even a little bit on the inside.
I mean, they both accomplish the same thing, except for I guess this maybe gets a shot, but.
We probably got to kill that counter now.
What's that?
I think we got to kill that stone.
Yeah, so let's hit and roll.
Yeah.
Troll.
Yep.
So Ty wants to get this one off the button. They're going to try and roll it under the corner guard or over in front of those 2 in the back.
Hard, Simon. Hard, Lance.
Hard, buddy, go. Hard, buddy,
Hard,
go.
right to it.
Go.
No, roll it that way a little bit. It's fine.
It's pretty good. That turn move.
I see more ice, bud. Sorry.
So that one just curling a little bit more than John thought. He wanted to roll a foot or so the other direction.
打定往外甩点都行。行。
Only skip stones remaining in this end. Zhang ready to go here for China.
Hard. Hard. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
China still trying to just force one here.
Hard, John. Give yourself a draw. Wait. It's a little back to it. I think it's just buried top 4.
Just here?
Yeah. Absolutely. You saw the line on mine.
So that's the second time this end we've
yeah,
seen that shot under curl.
Probably T-line.
Okay.
14-8.
We don't want that. You only
That's
want
about
here.
it's a little bit straighter than the teams think.
1480.
Little less. I had less than that. Less. Yep. All right.
5?
What's that?
4.
Okay. We're going just a foot shy of T-line. Little less, Ty. Just trying to bury. We're not trying to freeze.
Saw that slight adjustment of the broom. And the aim point for John Schuster.
And Johnny's really just going to school on the draw that Ty threw earlier in the end. He saw one come down his path.
7.
Right off.
6, 7.
It's heavy, guys.
To it.
It's really heavy.
Oh, it's got a curl.
It's got a curl and
If
it's
it's
heavy,
anything,
so.
it's you, Stein.
It's like 10, so we gotta get to nose.
No, Lance. No.
Yeah, you're 14.
Coming down. It's coming
Got a
down.
curl a
Really
ton.
fudging.
Maybe
No,
Lance.
no,
Not you, Matt.
It's on
Lance.
its own already.
Maybe. No bounce.
Okay.
全漏吗？全漏，基本上全漏。打定。
So with that extra weight, John's unable to get his shooter under cover.
正常好，不一定够啊。前面我感觉挡着
It's like a nose hit by the Chinese to remove both yellows.
你用场外线那个就是打定或者打往这边甩那种感觉。3秒。3秒你要想打这块就出不去了，你就贴着前面过打这样不一定能出去。不是，现在就算我一个大力，我也不2分签的吗？我是，对不对？咱就变成
John Schuster calling it heavy right when it left his hand. Now, Zhang has the chance to get this double, clear things out, and push the U.S. more towards that force of 1.
正常打掉的，对，基本上不长，只是一点点。
Just an out-turn hit. He wants to get this right up to the nose of that Yellowstone.
Huge ad on that last one.
Again, big moment for a guy that's been skipping China's top team for a year and a half and getting into these pressure situations. Used to be the lead, now the closer.
These are the moments that sometimes just take a little time to get comfortable with as a skip.
He's got the comfort level working quite nice. That was brilliant.
So same weight.
Same shot. Yeah.
And perfectly thrown. You saw him just closely by the guard.
Yeah.
Hitting that Yellowstone right on the nose.
Same thing. Try to just throw you guys natural T-line. Even if I threw just dead button, you should be able to sweep it without it going across.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that like 95 or what?
Yeah.
So now John Schuster needs the draw to get one and salvage something here for the United States.
Line's a little
6.
tighter.
Hammy, yep.
Yep,
6.
line.
Yep.
Yep, line.
Yep.
Whoa. Okay, line's good now.
T-line. Wait. Right to
Yep,
it.
can't hurt it now.
Yep. Right to
So
it.
John's throwing this to the T-line, and once the line gets close, they're just going to sweep it right into the side of that Chinese stone.
Hard.
Good.
Okay,
Good. Good.
Okay.
Shot.
They've got it. The U.S. able to get one, but they can't match the deuce put up by China. So the Chinese up one against the United States at Kuromasabe.
Straight line.
Fire. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Little T-line there.
China has the lead and the hammer here late in end number 4. Chase Adapt back with Pete Fenson and Tanith White. You look at that house and it's full of American stones.
Yeah, John Schuster's been pretty tenacious this end. They've come around and come around and come around guards, and China continues to run guards off and try and keep things open.
Just skip stones remaining. John Schuster with his first.
3, 4.
Steiner up a little bit. Yep, Steiner if you can.
No, that's fine.
Whoa, looks like
Real easy.
The Chinese want to make sure they score in this end, and John's just trying to make it as difficult on them as he can.
Heavy, clean. Yep, there you go. Right. Yep, easy. Yep.
Not curling at
Yep.
all.
Hard. Yep. Hard. Hard. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know why, like, we weren't.
Yeah.
We didn't need to hit it early for anything. There was no reason to hit that early.
你这个不需要正点，你这样就行，贴上中线就行，还是稍微再来往外一点。你这罚点那个，你罚点就这个里。对啊，你这把不了。
You were, but it didn't matter. You were, but it didn't matter. We still stayed. I'm just reading it. No, I understand.
They're not happy with it.
So touchy right now.
A little frustrated. They're having a little bit of trouble with the ice right now, and they're just trying to get these rocks placed in the right place.
I guess it's a biter now. It's next point if we get a roll out. If I get.
Well, it's obviously
Trying to push the positive.
sure.
It is biting on the 12-foot in case he comes into play.
Bonus points.
A little more curl.
Well, if you haven't lost so far in this competition, like the U.S. men haven't, you can always push the positives.
起，提前，太够了，感觉不太够啊！站，
力量，
站，
站，
好，赶紧够，赶紧够，赶紧够，
站。哇，只是力量。
好，够够够够够，
Hard.
The Chinese need the distance with this one to tap that American stone off the button.
Go 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 go, Peter.
Hard,
Hard.
hard, go 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 go。
哇哇。不磕吗？
Always entertaining when you hear a different language and then the English come in. Gotta go, go, go.
You're guarding the pocket. And then make
No,
them play this thin
I know,
one.
but then he makes the thin. He makes it's not that thin. He makes it. They're getting two. It's
this
just the
one, I
crappy
mean.
part. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's where I almost don't even mind
You
just
know
trying
what?
to. I don't
John,
mind going
he's
like
only,
this.
He's only got this for one. You could play off of that one, right?
Yeah, I could try to get right
Yeah,
in between.
because if he makes that, it's just one anyways.
Yeah, yeah, that's for one. So. I mean, unless we want to just try to go here.
That's still just for one if he
we
makes
won
it.
two?
I know if we go here, that the one just got a lot tougher.
Yeah, it's tougher draw. 'Cause it's
But can
straighter there.
he go here and make this then though? Make go click click.
I don't
we
think
one,
so.
two?
What if we're over here? Then you can. That's the only thing. What's
No,
that?
No, because he's still
second?
going to the pocket.
No.
then.
If you go there, he can't get two.
Yeah, he can't get two right now.
We're talking. We're even
Unless it
talking
comes off
playing
this.
this like in here. But you roll it to just wrong, and then maybe you get two by maybe that one.
No,
I think
because that'll
I
still
think we go right
outcount it
here.
even if it rolls
Let's
to
go
here.
right here. Let's just draw right here.
Okay.
I like that.
You like that better than trying to put a draw weight through here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Way tougher shot.
Right. So we're just trying to be what? Top side of T-line, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like that Chinese stone is probably second count.
Small tick on our center one isn't the end of the
What's
world
that?
either. Like, if it
The
does
Americans
go up
are
and tick in that center one's not the end of the
content
world.
with letting China
Well,
score
but then we're
one.
gonna give them the in-off for two. So we got to get second with this rock. So
4 or 5.
So they're trying to put this in a place where two is not an option.
I felt like I had him way out, way out. Careful, mad at you.
6, 5, 6, 6.
Steiner.
Enough to go.
Yep. Gotta go.
Go if you need to. Line's fine.
Line's good.
Hard.
Line's great.
Room now. Room.
Hard.
Get second.
Get in here.
Go. 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 More.
Hard.
All right. Good enough, guys.
Good enough.
That's good enough.
Just right, a great job by Landsteiner and Hamilton to get that one far enough into the rings for second count.
Line's fine. Line's good. Hard. Line's great. Room now, room. Hard. Get second. Get in here. Go.
Really working it to help pull it into play.
You see there, it's just far enough to outcount that Redstone.
So now China trying to figure a way to get its one.
I mean, if he throws just pure back line, that's pretty safe. Because if he spins it, it's not going to go very far. Let's ask him, get a little tight, punch through the hole, and steal three. See how hard he goes. I'll tell you in the hog line if you get a chance.
Last stone and number 4.
Just attempting with backline weight to come down and tap their own onto the shot rock on the button for 1.
And they have done it. Second straight end, Zhang has come through with some quality shot making as the Chinese skip. U.S. though with a little victory, holding China to just 1. It's 3-1. The United States trailing at the halfway point. We've hit halftime from Curl Masabi in Minnesota on NBCSN Curling Night in America. China and the United States. The American men haven't lost yet, but they'll have to play catch-up in the second half to avoid taking an L for the first time in our NBCSN Curling Night series. Other scores in this current draw in the overall 4-country competition. The Japan women leading Scotland halfway through that encounter. Also here at Curl Masabi, Jamie Sinclair and the Team USA women trying to continue their comeback in the second half of this event. And they'll need to play catch up in their game against the Chinese, trailing by 1 at the midway point. In mixed doubles, the U.S. team of Corey Dropkin and Sarah Anderson have a lead on their Japanese counterparts 3-2 through 4. A couple of shows ago here on NBCSN Curling Night in America, the United States mixed doubles team took on China. Now the Chinese won 6-5, but afterwards there was a question over whether one of the Chinese players was using an illegal stick. Turns out they were. The victory overturned and the U.S. got the win.
It appears to be certainly that it was unintentional. It appears to be maybe a misfortunate misunderstanding by the Chinese team, but the end result is that the victory is forfeited.
So the team standings changing, China losing a point, the United States gaining one. And Pete, technology like in other sports, golf, tennis, even baseball, has changed the game, and curling trying to keep some of that in check.
Yeah, due to the changing technology in the fabrics that are used on these broom heads, some rules have had to have been put in place, and the fabric that was used in this particular game was ruled illegal.
And some of the talk around curling, with those fabrics, you can maneuver the rocks a little bit better on the ice and trying to keep the integrity of the game intact.
Yeah, that's right. There's a certain essence to the game of curling that the people that make the rules would like to preserve, and that has partially to do with the rule changes here.
So the United States mixed doubles team will be in action again. Corey Dropkin and Sarah Anderson on our next endeavor here on NBCSN Curling Night in America. We've talked a lot about the winter sports scene here in the state of Minnesota. When you talk hockey, the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame is here, and so is a man by the name of Johnny Mayasich.
Got out of high school in '51, went to the U for 4 years, so I go way back. This is where you learn. This is where you learn how to skate. Hey, you guys want your sticks autographed? Tell them. We didn't have the comforts the kids have today. Outside playing games and just enjoying it, having fun. That's a lot more structured today. But we didn't have boards or nets or didn't have parents around. What are you, a squirt? Oh, you're, what's his name?
I'm gonna slip down.
Where's your sister? This is where you learn how to play. Limited ice time inside, so this is where you learn. Do me a favor, skate around the ice with your hands behind your head. Keep your head up when you're skating.
He's a legend. He's a legend. Right. I'm only
Squirt.
a mite, Tim. I'm a mite.
You're a mighty mite. It's good to see they're well equipped and well behaved, and they're having fun, which is important. I don't know if they're distractions, but there's so many more things to do it. These little kids' computers and iPads and telephones, and they can call each other up and let's meet at the rink and play hockey. Hopefully these kids keep playing and more come. Hooray! Curling night!
Plenty more ahead from Curling Night in America from Evelyn, Minnesota. Stick around. NBCSN Curling Night in America is being brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. See car insurance in a whole new light. And by USA Curling, where Olympic dreams begin. Having a blast, whether it's in the Mesabi Range, part of Minnesota's Iron Range, iron ore mining, or here at Curl Mesabi, site of NBCSN Curling Night in America. China and the United States. Second half underway, the U.S. trailing 3-1, but with Haber here in the fifth.
And to conclude that fourth end, China made a real nice shot to score their single against two U.S. counters to take a 2-point lead.
John Schuster and Team USA in a position they've been somewhat unfamiliar with so far here at the U.S. Grand Prix, and that's trailing an opponent.
2, 1, 2.
That's fine. Keep it moving then.
Going to 3.
All at 2.
Tie.
Plenty of game left here for the U.S. team. John Schuster's real comfortable with rocks in play. So we see Landsteiner getting things started here with a corner guard.
How do I land?
Wang Jimbo, Chinese lead.
站 OK 还有那也放到底线路给他线路也有点大还行别动就降了那也进啊停可以传进来回家
Drop up to the one on the pot.
You guys like this at all or no?
Yeah.
You like that better in here again?
Yes.
Okay.
Chinese with a 2-point lead here, playing the fifth end. Their goal is to just force the U.S. team to take a single. Trying to put a little bit of pressure on them.
3. A little bit early then.
Yeah, you really gotta go.
Hard boys. I like the line.
Get it there, guys, go!
Hard. Hard, line's great. You can get it here. Just keep working.
Go!
All right, side by side. All right.
So the U.S. trying to position itself for a big end. Looking to rally back against China at Curl Mesabi in Evelyn. The U.S. winning its first 4 matches on NBCSN Curling Night in America this season and scoring an average of more than 7 points per game. So far, only 1 here, trailing against China.
And not really for lack of trying, Jason. The Chinese have just done a good job of minimizing the U.S.'s scoring. They've made a lot of shots, and they've definitely made the ones that they had to make, like we saw in the last end.
And number 5, the U.S. hoping to score and score big if possible with Hammer.
They're really looking for a way at this point to score 2.
You like back ring now? Or?
Yep.
Okay.
Back 8's plenty even back 4 is probably okay.
Back 12.
The U.S. has managed situations pretty well. 3 of their 4 victories have come by a single point. Able to deliver at big moments. And we're starting to get to the point of this game where the largest moments are still to rise.
Go ahead, candidate.
Line's good. All the way to the back 12 is fine.
Ty's trying to use these rocks that are in the house as guards. He just wants to get one to the back of the 8-foot and get it buried.
Everything you got. Go. Little more. All right, Ty.
Pretty good, Ty.
All right.
Throw.
Good finish.
Pretty nice weight there. They didn't get the curl they were hoping for at the end.
黄的有没有那啥？
你要粘死的话，他打也没有。
OK。
Good shot.
他那14秒。
Just so straight. God. Good. Still got half of it. It's freezing now, so it doesn't matter.
So that's that same side of the sheet we saw earlier in the game that just lacked a little of the curl they were looking for.
90。
哦，有点大。
有点大。
还可以。大。10区。
Got more line than me.
先到。
张科。
More weight too.
大吗？我下去我来擦，我来擦。下步。
Chinese are playing a freeze here. If the line gets good, they don't mind tapping it.
Go, Johnny, go. Go. Go.
Ah. Sorry.
And China victimized by a little straightness on that side of the ice,
I don't
too.
think it matters.
Yep, a little heavier than Tyler's was.
This too.
You can see there, it just didn't get up as far as they needed it to.
You can play the hit and roll on the red and maybe touch that yellow too.
I think the split is the play.
Okay.
We lie second, third, fourth.
Okay. We just got to make sure we get the shooter past the back one for count, too.
What's that?
Just make sure the shooter gets past the back one for count.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. I mean, right now, this one's already out counting it, so.
Yeah, the shooter's just got to be deeper than that rock, I mean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just throw like here, huh?
Back 4? Back 8?
Back 8.
Almost the same, man. 多难为自己，你粘死了他咋整？控制。
So there's the goal. About the same weight that he threw on his first one. Just want to hit about a third of a stone and open up that rock in the button.
Whoa!
Close.
Whoa!
Still got a curl.
Whoa! Ah. Whoa! It's by it. We're not touching it.
Jeez.
Yep! Go by your head. Go! Go! Hard!
Perfect weight again.
All right.
Maybe just a little bit too much ice.
Throw on that side now, too.
Do that perfect.
Just crazy. Great throw. You can't throw it any better. Whoa! It's by it. We're not touching it.
See, they're not sure what to do with it here. They're not going to make contact with the yellow one. John's trying to get it past shot rock, so at least it's under cover.
Okay.
All right.
She's calling you out, back.
I think she tweeted at me the other day.
下到这儿来，他打，还站一个，啊？我不是。
So I think the Chinese recognize right now the potential for the Americans with 3 yellow rocks in the house here and 1 pretty lonely Chinese stone on the 4-foot.
控制他那2分就行。嗯。哦，这个点。这个点差不多悬一心的点。我那刚才劲儿大没下来，要不也都能差不多。
Zhang trying to cover all the possibilities with his vice skip, Xu Xiaoming. And now the leader of the China team sliding back towards the hack and get ready for his first stone of this end.
我这再看看。不行，叫我站前也行。啊？我往那儿旋的话，他现在这样。
So at first the Chinese were looking at freezing to the back rocks in the back of the 8-foot. But this rock in the top of the 12-foot, the yellow one of the Americans, is a potential problem.
我还拿站着拿上包原麦，直接找掉了就，是吧？要不这边卡咱们。你往这儿一样，他打这儿，帮就是找这儿球。 弄那么悬，他一打可能也是面临这个问题。
So it looked like they had their mind made up, and then the discussion has continued.
Yeah, well, sometimes if the skip gets to the other end, and the front end has seen something that was missed, so they just want to make sure that they cover all the possibilities, don't make any mistake.
I know, but their clock's been higher than ours.
John Schuster talking about the clocks, each team needing to finish their game in a timely fashion. 30 minutes of thinking time. Clock runs between your shots while you're contemplating what to do. You see those clocks just about even, each with a little more than 13 minutes left. And now China 13 even. Clock stopping as Zhang let this stone go.
So the sweepers need to get this one to the back of the 8 foot.
Do you think I can get that?
That's not what they were looking for. You can see they've created actually a little pocket
might just go here. I just don't know if we can get it
for
thin
John
enough to get
to
over the top.
run that yellow rock right into.
Get jamming in the pocket, it's really close.
It's okay. Even if it does, you're still sitting under for count.
Yeah. So, all right.
Got to just barely, like.
I know you have to hit them at the same time.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's got to be like just a.
He has to get the yellow across the face of the shot rock
just for,
so that it misses the 2 yellows in the back of the 8 foot.
This curled a little on the interns that we threw in the center.
Okay.
And throw it just hard enough to remove both of those red stones that are in the 4 foot.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Even if you just stick this one, John, it's still pretty good. John, even if you just stick that, it's still good.
It's still good?
Yeah. If you're buried under this with this open, it's not terrible.
All right.
So there,
better,
Tyler has
is it?
pointed out the tolerance here.
Okay.
If they hit it a little bit higher, they can stick it on second shot rock, and it's not too bad either.
Excellent numbers shooting-wise for John Schuster so far, near 94% in this game. But still the U.S. trailing here in end number 5.
All right, not bad.
And that second choice is what ended up happening here for Team USA.
Yeah, and as Tyler said, that's pretty good. You can see the red rock is 2/3 open. Just hits it a little higher than he originally wanted, but there you see it buried under that rock in the top of the 12 foot. Definitely a little bit of a problem for China right now.
粘的不也这样吗？我最好我就停这儿，他咋整？把这个脚给他别上，就完了呗。张姐，没法整。张姐，他就算打薄掉一个，他也就是1分，对吧？行，看线吧。你不能粘这样，粘这样的话，他一打不就没了吗？
So the possibility for a multiple score for Team USA is still in play here. Chinese have to be pretty careful with this last one.
One stone left in the end for each team. So let's see what China comes up with on its final attempt here in the 5th end.
They're trying to get this down in corner frozen on the Yellowstone to be the best result. That way they take away any run back opportunities for Schuster. For a little finish. Heavier than they wanted, but they handled it pretty well. They recognized the line and the weight weren't exactly as good as they wanted them, so they swept it a little bit deep and made this double tough.
I think you'll make it personally.
What?
I think you'll make it
All right,
personally.
make for good TV.
It's good for TV.
All right, let's try it.
What do you think, Cameron?
You all right with this, Ham?
I love it.
All right.
I love it.
I like it a lot.
All right. You guys like it, I'll make it.
Real thin. Real thin.
Is that red going to go under our top yellow for sure? With how thin we got to hit it?
So
Should,
it's just
right?
a little piece of this first rock.
The one I'm worried about is getting this by
Trying
here.
to kick the second rock past the two yellows in the back.
It'll be fine. It'll carry it.
It'll carry.
It'll carry.
John Schuster hoping to finish with a flourish in this end.
Need to back it up a little bit. He's a little tight on a hand.
Right to it. Right to it. Okay. Sorry, guys.
And it didn't work.
Never gave you a chance.
The U.S. with hammer fails to score, and China gets a steal of 1. So the U.S. offense, so good early in this tournament, has not shown up yet in this game, and China enhances its lead. Now 4-1 over the United States. The United States men haven't lost so far on NBCSN Curling Night in America this season, but that streak in jeopardy. China with a steal of 1 in the previous end. The United States with the hammer back as action is underway here in the 6th. So another guard steered away. And Pete, this matchup between the China and United States men looking a lot like our last edition of NBCSN Curling Night in America, where the Japanese women in a low-scoring game just didn't make many mistakes and give the U.S. and Jamie Sinclair's team many opportunities.
Yeah, it's just a great example of what happens when that simple execution is followed through upon by a team. They just don't give their opponent very much room.
What do you like better?
If there's no double, it's not bad.
There's not. I mean, it should be edge same exact height.
All right, tap's good then.
Let's go here.
So now Ty has been asked to come down and tap this Yellowstone a couple of feet and create a little pocket in the forefoot.
Line's good.
Off for a second, Am.
9.
Off for a second, Am. Just let her curl. Let her curl.
Gotta let it get all the way to the nose. Maybe even just a little bit across.
All right, Ty.
Shot time.
Good. Beauty.
Pretty nicely done. Just trying to create a place to put a rock so it can't be removed.
The shot from Shu.
Trying to just hit and roll over in front of his own 2. And choke off that pocket. That's nicely done. Taking away that path to the pocket.
Yeah.
Tyler's trying to throw back 8-foot weight. Tap the red. Roll the shooter to the tee line.
11.
Yep. Hard.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
11.
Whoa. Off.
Looks like lots of weight.
Off. Get up a little bit. Lance. Lance, no.
Oh, sorry.
Want to keep it in the rings if they
Good throw,
can.
Ty.
Man alive. That's amazing.
Some days you love the ice, and some days the ice doesn't love you.
Yeah, that's right. It's just a matter of understanding exactly what it's going to do when a certain weight is thrown, and the guys are just struggling with it a little bit today. This is a little surprising. Chinese have elected to hit this open one in the back.
Just the ultimate kind of playing defense here.
Yeah, this is very conservative. I mean, there's a little draw here into that pocket to really make it tough on the team from the USA.
Hard. Hard.
In 3-point lead for China. Just 2 ends after this one left, and he'll take the simple hit and roll out.
I don't even know if you want to move that rock that far back.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
I think we do because I think.
Well, but if you tap it to here, rolls to there, it still might be a jam rock.
Right, but he guards, like, we might not want it to be a jam rock because we might need to use this in here. But if I make this roll, we might need to run this into the crotch.
What if you go just off north? You go, it'll go like this. Maybe spin over, it won't be a double because you'll be sitting right here.
They have this freeze into the pocket of the Reds.
Yeah, but the shooter goes spinning off, it's over.
If they don't move those Red Rocks too far, they will have that short run in.
Yeah. I don't know, I think it's...
Or
just control. Okay. Edge rock.
Yep.
Something down the middle, but John's elected to hit this rock right on the center line.
Oh, we want to roll it, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't want to keep that rock there. You can give me a little less ice even.
All right.
What do you want to throw, board?
Control's fine. You can make it with either or.
I was trying to think of the roll being flatter.
That's fine.
Nothing. He said that's fine. Little less ice, I think.
Yeah, better not curl now. Not sure he moved it.
It's not I mean, as long as we get past our yellow, it's fine.
John wants to make sure he gets across the nose of this Red Rock.
Weight's good.
Yep. Yep, hard. Hard, gotta go. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Tyler thought that ice was tight before he threw it. They got to go hard to get it by the yellow one.
Go, go, go.
Good sweep, Henry.
Good sweep. Yep. Great sweep.
That turned out pretty good by moving what is now the back Red Rock. They've set up a little double on the left side of the sheet there.
Moving that rock over is great.
Yeah, best case scenario, because now if I make that for 2-2, right? He can't guard everything.
哎，稍微15点，来吧，快一点。
Get a little more power, the longer stroke you get. Slowing down to pull back.
The Chinese looking for a place to put this so they can force John Schuster and his team to take one.
你投这儿呗，摔不行打2分不也行吗？只要我投这个赢了这个就行，或我投到这儿。
That shooter of John Schuster's rolled into a real good spot. Something they can use. Move the Reds around a little bit.
If you think it's straightening line and micro stretches and you want what you're doing.
So the Chinese have elected to throw the draw to the back of the forefoot. They need to keep it all the way in the forefoot in its entirety to remain second shot. But they have to make sure they get past the one on the tee line.
Here's the routine for the 27-year-old Chinese skip, Zhang.
倒刷子，线路没问题，倒刷子，可以下点线。
Now it's up to the sweepers to take care of this one. They need to get the weight right.
倒刷子行，hard, hard,
Trying to get it behind the tee line.
hard， 平行，我，OK， good shot.
Raising the brooms in unison, they like it.
Yeah, that's pretty well done.
Really close. I don't think so. I think it's going over the top.
He might have got it just far.
It's going over the top. I don't think it's there.
What's going over the top?
This. If this goes into here, I think this is coming off the top of this and going over.
It's close. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think you're hitting this pretty thin.
That's real close. They're looking at running the top yellow kind of into the pocket there, the yellow red.
Well, what else?
And trying to make the triple.
We're down 2 without.
Yeah.
It's fine. Our shooter's rolling out, though.
I think it's really close.
Our shooter's rolling out. It's only for 2.
Maybe.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Hit it where I have to
You're
hit
only
it.
hitting it right here.
I have to throw it really
Shooter's
hard, though,
probably
to
gonna
get
be
both
here.
these going as thin as it's going to hit to stick
Shooter
that.
goes, shooter goes.
It looks like it's just across the nose on the first one.
You want to play?
The only other thing we could do is play this triple, and this should, if this catches the backside, it's for 2.
I think this is easier than that.
I don't.
I'm almost positive this is easier than that.
I don't think so, Matt.
This going straight sideways and getting both of those out is, no, if this was a foot deeper.
The nice thing about the yellow in, I think that might be for 3. I'm not sure
Even if you just
about
make that
this
I don't think so. It
double.
only has to get out. I think
triple
this
on the
is-
reds.
If I ever talk to you, I have a shot at it. I think it's this one.
Can we call a timeout and see what Phil thinks about this?
Well, I think they're both there. I think it's
To
whichever
get
one
this
you want
right
to
here,
play.
you have to hit it right there, man. I mean, that's like a peak.
Yeah, but it's coming at this angle, so it's actually taking some angle off. It's making it easier.
It's going to be tough to
This is-
spill
it's
both
thinner.
of these with that shot.
It's fine.
That's
Okay.
the only thing.
What's that?
I think it's tougher to spill them both with this. They'll
Out
make
of the 8
contact.
foot?
For maybe.
So again, we get to get that action coming in sideways a little bit.
If you want to call timeout, we can.
No,
but
that's fine.
I mean,
Let's
I think
play
it's
this
just
one.
your preference.
This one could potentially be 3, I guess.
It is
But
for
we
3.
got to hit it. What?
It's for
I don't
3.
think it is. To hit it at this angle, I think my shooter goes.
I think
have to
they
throw
can
it
make 3
far.
with this shot.
Well, you're not even worried about this one. You're just worried about where you make contact with this
Right.
stone.
John can
Right,
throw
but I
this
think we
hard
have to
enough
hit
to get
him at
all
the
these
same
rocks
time for that
moving.
one to be thin enough to go. I really do.
I agree.
So it's fine. I'll throw this turn. That should keep less rolls. So right
turn?
there. Intern.
Johnston.
What turn you want?
Intern.
Okay.
6 then, down 3 with hammer. Last rock coming up. The dream scenario is 3,
I hope you guys
You'd
prove me
accept
wrong on this,
2,
'cause I just don't think this is very.
but 1 or less would be devastating at this point for Team
you're right.
USA.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely are trying to get 2, but they have an opportunity for 3 here. I think it's makeable. Want to get just a hair inside the nose here with peel weight.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Go, go, go!
Go time. Nice one. Hit a little thinner. You guys are right.
One of the Chinese red rocks staying in the picture, and the U.S. can't capitalize with hammer again. Not able to get their 2 or 3.
You can see they hit that right on the nose. That curls another half an inch. That might have been there.
Go time. Nice one.
The shot was pretty good, but the rocks sometimes don't cooperate. They're kind of rolling the way of Team China right now. The U.S. gets 1, but still down 2.
Just a 1. Make it tough to peel. 1.
Time wasting for John Schuster and the United States men matched up with China in our latest edition of NBCSN Curling Night in America. Play underway here in the 7th with a stone from the American 2nd, Matt Hamilton.
I don't really want to do anything.
Whoa.
China made 2 great tick shots to start this end. And now we see
It's fine, Steiner. It's fine.
Matt Hamilton's trying to throw this guard as long as possible to try and make it more difficult to remove. Trying to use those rocks on the sides as catchers if they can.
Badu Shin. China has not had an issue
Give you a little less ice.
with removing American guards in this game.
Been real accurate with that up weight so far in this game.
It's already there. Just over.
Perfect. Nope, 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 no!
Just clean it.
Higher the better.
Whoa. Just clean it. Okay.
这个就得打顺时了。行。
Feeling lucky? Huh? So you feeling lucky?
At some point we might get lucky this game.
China, one more time, on cleanup duty in front of the house. and steer it away again. All of these Chinese players from Harbin, winter sports mecca in China. And of
really
course,
high one.
the winter sports profile for that country will continue to rise with the 2022 Winter Games coming to Beijing, the next Winter Olympics in South Korea in 2018, and Asia overall in this sport, another emerging area for curling.
Yeah, with the Olympics on the horizon, countries are very excited to have advancement in sport, put their teams in place to go win Olympic medals.
Higher the better. Out of it.
The Chinese women won bronze in 2010 in Vancouver, the first Asian country to win an Olympic curling medal. And this Chinese men's team, oh so close to getting one in Sochi a couple of years ago. Ba Du-shin, the second part of that team. Zhang, the skip, there as well. They lost to Canada in the bronze medal game.
Which one? Want to start going under?
Yeah, one of them.
All right. Actually, I think this one might be easier.
The U.S. team now looking for a place to hide a rock. Hoping to get a couple of rocks in the house, and then they're going to need a miss from the Chinese team.
Line's good.
Yep, line. Room. Getting better, though.
7.
Perfect.
Being down 4-2 here, they really don't want to allow the Chinese to score if they can help it.
As long as you can, though.
Yep.
Out of what, Jack?
Good.
Shot, bud.
Good shot.
Talking about Olympic experiences, John Schuster's too, as a skip, didn't go so well. 10th in Vancouver in 2010, 9th in Sochi in 2014. And again, bronze medalist as a lead in 2006. But that 5th place finish at the Worlds last year, just missing the playoffs, certainly boosting the resume and the makeup of this U.S. team. Playing well so far this tournament, but just not quite on their game so far in this one.
Nope. It's all right. I don't think we are.
Not sure who shot there.
Maybe.
Looks like the Chinese might have shot rock.
Stand from back here.
No, I'm standing here. I think you might be right.
It's close, though.
Because I don't know if we can out-count it over here.
In China red, the U.S. yellow in this game.
Pound it, right? Okay, that's fine. We're fine on time. Okay. We'll corner, center line.
Okay.
We have a timeout still too, right?
Less than center.
Yeah, I had less than center. We're trying to corner. Center should be
We're
close.
just a little bit farther over.
Yeah, actually halfway between the center line and the edge of the 1 foot.
Which way are you going? Right here is
Over
good.
to it. Nope, we're going over to it.
In the U.S.,
400.
touch concerned about their
This is good
game
anyway.
clock.
Speed corner freeze and they hit it rolls.
John, you like
So
the
John
center guard
Schuster
at all here?
scampering back fairly quickly.
Okay.
John talked briefly about throwing the out-turn draw, but
4.
that corner guard is closer to the boards, and they didn't think they could get buried and be shot rock, so they're going to go with the same direction here with the in-turn.
It's really good. Right to it.
A lot of curling to do, Matt. Right on for a second.
Line's good.
Just trying to corner freeze that Chinese stone.
Yep,
better.
yep.
Go.
Line's good now. Yep.
Hard! Go! It's okay, actually. That's okay. I can hammer that and double roll them now.
我都不纠结了，
I know, I think we
我往这中间投一个，他给人粘你了，或者啥。到这儿来，对，我往这儿来。你头上去，让他没招也。呀，三分边就行。
Yep.
So with that draw coming up light, the Chinese can just split the house now. The middle's wide open.
5、6。
Really no danger for the Chinese at this point.
I thought we were all the way there, Matt. At 6.
这小的吧，这不
Just wants to get it to the T line to take away any roll into that pocket under the corner guard.
I mean, if he's like above the T line, we're just gonna have to play a straight tap, right? Just tap it back and see a shot. We're trying to hit.
可以，接嘛，提前前一点就行，提前也行。
This is really just a weight shot. The sweepers have to just place it properly. T-line are a little bit better.
Whoa.
I don't think so, Ty. We're just freezing anyways. I don't think so. Right on the tee is fine. Perfect. All right.
So with that other red rock
Lock it on, fellas. What was that last one for my reference?
just inside the U.S., it's a count of 2
Little last tie.
currently for China.
Yeah. What's that?
That's how it looks.
I think 400 is probably fine going to the center. Still less. This is that spot.
Yeah.
I heard John and Ty say we'll have to just roll the dice and hope they win the measure if it comes down to it. John's just trying to freeze one on here on that shot rock.
So stay with it. Yep, line. Whoa, whoa, room. Lock it on. Whoa, Matt. Whoa. Land serve, anything.
We're there. 14-1. No.
Oh, lands only.
Good. All right. Shot.
He's just got to be ready to clean.
Pretty good weight by John Schuster there. Didn't curl quite as much as he wanted it to.
We didn't need to go. That's the thing.
No, I know, but that's.
打掉他奔2分打，量一下子还是。
Now China really eyeballing the ones on the left of your screen, again trying to figure out which of those are closer, and that could loom large here at the end.
Yeah, it could turn into a factor if the Chinese decide to blast that yellow stone and they roll the shooter out. It would come down to which one on the side is actually shot.
打头都行，反正要不太高，咱就说能打。
I made him draw full 4-foot. Not giving it. Yeah, that's pretty good. With the way it started.
As well as he's been drawing, I like this call.
What's that?
Chinese team has just decided to throw the draw to the button for the 1 and carry a 3-point lead into the last end.
下线操，要他下线操。
看一眼，快靠边。还行。小。
下线操呢？
Just aiming T line.
保持力量，提线。
Full 4-foot scores.
提线 ，Go！ Come on！ Nice shot.
Good enough for China to get its 1.
Yeah, 1 for China.
And lengthen the lead. The Americans down 3 with 1 end remaining, trying to avoid loss number 1 for the American men on NBCSN Curling Night in America this season. Last gasp for the United States here in regulation. China up 3, final end. John Schuster and Team USA with the hammer, looking for at least 3 to send us to a possible draw to the button to decide the winner. Wang Jimbo, over 90% accuracy. Just a throw through here to try to keep things clean and open for the Chinese.
Yeah, the Chinese will start to remove the Americans' guards as soon as they're able, which is second's first rock this end.
That's good.
It's a 2. That's all I'm looking for.
Easy, Matt. All at 2. 2-3.
Tie maybe at the end here. Just for posterity. We're just coming around to the next one anyway. So
Good spot.
Good.
All right.
这边看一个。
John Schuster and his teammates looking to set the table for a potential big end and avoid their first loss of this competition. Second for Wang.
And a score of 3 is quite a bit different than a score of 2. They're definitely going to need a little help from their opponents here. And as well as the Chinese have played, they have made very few mistakes thus far.
5.
T plus. I don't care if we bury.
Another rock
T
from
plus.
John Landsteiner.
Hooks here though.
Lots of line.
T plus.
It's coming down.
We're good.
Style line should go missing. Heart.
Just trying to get this as deep into the house as they can so they can make room for more and make any sort of double tougher later on in the end.
.96.4 so far for Badu Shin. That's mighty fine shooting.
Yeah, that's nearly a perfect game. That's an excellent day's work.
Yeah. 2. Little late.
Hamilton topping 90% as well.
Oh, just you, Stein.
Line's fine.
Ty's good.
Lance just at the end, Lance. Yep. Heart. Oh, out of it. Good.
China continuing to just peel these corner guards.
Yeah.
Well, China continuing this peel parade at Hamilton.
Yeah, that's 10 feet more. It's a little more.
Maybe this one a touch longer than intended.
10 feet more. Landsteiner said it's going to be awfully close to the rings.
That way, Matt.
Well, that ends up okay.
Yeah, just take it.
Badu Shin removed the last couple of guards. Now it's Xu Xiaoming's turn. The trend continues.
Same thing.
And with that much weight, those rocks do not curl at all. The Chinese simply throwing it at the edge of the rock.
One's good.
Just one.
Lance, why don't you take this one?
Line's good. Heavy clean.
Percentage is good for everyone here so far. It's just a matter of
Heart.
which shots were made and
Right
which
up.
of the very
Right
few
up.
shots were
Heart.
missed. That's the
Hard,
difference.
a little more.
Shot that.
All right, Ty.
Good.
The U.S. hoping for a nose hit on a guard here at some point.
John Schuster and company now starting to understand the task at hand may be too insurmountable. Need 3 to tie.
Still mine.
1, 2.
At the end, Lance. Yep, go. Hard. Hard. Whoa.
Good.
That's good.
The stones dwindling for the United States, so is the hope of winning. The conclusion coming up. The United States men haven't tasted defeat yet on NBCSN Curling Night in America, but that could change in a couple of stones. China has played pretty much a textbook game. Not a ton of offense, but virtually no mistakes. John Schuster
probably on both of them.
and Team USA have not been able to generate a ton of offense. Just 2 singles in the first 7 ends for the Americans.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
The other day, it would've been much more
Yeah, the
trouble
rock
than
placement by the Chinese team in this game has been fantastic, and that's really been the difference in the game.
U.S. needs 3. 1 in the house, and only John Schuster's 2 rocks left.
Seven, 8,
Okay, right off then.
Alex, look at
9.
that.
Right off.
It's a lot.
Ooh.
This one just has to stop somewhere in the paint.
Probably clean it though. Weight's good though. T-line.
Get. Scratch City.
Being 3 down,
Tip your cap.
the Americans need the
Pass this
Chinese
down
to
there.
completely whiff this wide open hit
Bravo losing it.
to have a chance for the tie.
Yeah. Tip your cap. Play the next one.
See if Zhang's in a gift-giving mood. Somehow, the way he shot it, I don't think so.
And they seem pretty comfortable with it right now.
Takes it out, and that will do it.
Well played.
China able to slow down the Team USA machine and get the win over the Americans. Back to wrap it up in a moment from Curl Masabi. NBCSN Curling Night in America has been brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. See car insurance in a whole new light. And by USA Curling, where Olympic dreams begin. Well, so far in this season of NBCSN Curling Night in America, John Schuster and the United States have played pretty well. But on this night, China just played a little bit better, taking the win. Tanith White standing by with the U.S. men's skip.
Well, John, some nice shots in that game, but you faced a tough opponent in Team China. Talk me through some of the challenges you faced in that match.
I mean, right from the get-go, those guys were making, every run back that they threw and that kind of stuff, and were really sharp. And, we had a couple chances. I had some really, really tough shots for a couple bigger ends, but they were definitely not run-of-the-mill, straightforward shots. So, I mean, those guys did a great job of making us make great shots by making a bunch of great shots themselves.
Your coach was talking during the second half about his observation that the ice seemed to be running much straighter today. Is that something that you guys felt as well?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we had a couple shots where when we let go of them yesterday, we had no chance to not get up to curl to the spot. And today they just weren't getting there. And I mean, some were, but most of them weren't. It was just running straighter. And we knew it. I mean, we pretty much had. I thought we took some good rooms, but a couple just didn't curl for us.
John, thank you.
No problem.
And China's shot-making ability on display in the Team USA Aptacular Shot of the Day here, Pete.
Yeah, facing one U.S. stone in the 7th end. As they did the whole game, the Chinese team was able to place their last rock perfectly into the 4-foot here and give themselves a 3-point lead coming home.
Download the Team USA app for up-to-the-minute news and exclusive behind-the-scenes coverage of your favorite athletes. Visit the Google Play and iTunes Store and download the Team USA app today. Elsewhere in this current draw on NBCSN Curling Night, Japan taking it to the United States mixed doubles team with Corey Dropkin and Sarah Anderson. 7-3 the final result. The Scottish men besting the Japanese 6-4. Meantime, the Japan women getting the W over Scotland, 7-3, the scoring count there. As for Jamie Sinclair and the United States women's team, looking to continue their emergence as part of the high-performance program for USA Curling. And this crop of women on this night falling by China to 1, 5-4. So as we get down to the latter stages of this U.S. Grand Prix that makes up NBCSN Curling Night in America, the U.S. men atop of their standings, the U.S. women in 3rd behind China and Japan, and in mixed doubles, the U.S. still has the lead. The overall competition between the 4 countries pretty close. The U.S. by 1 over China, Scotland and Japan chasing. The overall winner takes home the American Cup. The next time we see you on NBCSN Curling Night, it's a pair of 20-year-olds representing the United States, Corey Dropkin and Sarah Anderson, matched up with Scotland in more mixed doubles play. But for this night, our evening is through. Thanks for joining us. For Pete Fenson, Tanith White, and our entire crew, this is Jason Abb saying so long. It's been another great night of curling on NBCSN Curling Night in America. Thanks for sliding along with us.